I wasn't gonna shoot this video. I was gonna get out to go to a drawing workshop, which until a few hours ago didn't know was going on because I didn't hear anything. I wanted a student ID. Maybe I can get a discount, $10 instead of $15 to participate. It's in an hour apparently. So, anyways, hi. Finish this. Okay, the title of this video is how do you deal with someone who's autistic? It was these past 2 days I was at an orientation for this orderly job that I have from school. Most of the people who are in the class, the orientation class, were not students. They've been orderlies for a long time, so there's that. But every time people change jobs and whatever, they have to go through the orientation, dealing with how to deal with certain mental disorders, how to deal with people, how to prevent spreading of infections and all that stuff. Washing your hands. So it was really good. So it's been 2 days of that. So now I'm not going to bed early because of the workshop, the drawing workshop. I'm going to bring my little sketchbook. I'm not going to bring a big pad. I'm just going to bring a little sketchbook and see what I can do. It's been a while. And take it from there. So I know that tomorrow, like, I'm going to go to bed later today, even though I woke up at 2 to go to the gym and I was tired and I only did a little bit, but it's all good. I'm not going to take caffeine tonight, but tomorrow after my first day back after a week doing the evening shift, so if I'm going to go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning anyways, I might as well go to the gym and be on caffeine anyways. So I'm switching it around. Instead of training early in the morning, I'm going to be training late at night. I'm going to try it. See how it goes. So, the orientation workshop went well. I wanted to point something out that there was this one girl. I'm proud of myself that I'm not really angry about it. So I'm able to keep my emotions better. I don't ruminate over things as easily now, apparently. And, you have to be able to have a thick skin and deal with shit as an orderly, because you're going to have all these elderly people who have, like, violent outbursts, and it's terrible. It's all from dementias, right? Types of dementias, Alzheimer's or some sort of vascular dementia or whatever. And, brain issues, brain cognitive disorders. We don't call it dementias anymore, apparently. I did this in French, so excuse me. So anyways, there's this one girl who's been orderly for like 4 years, and yesterday she mentioned that, there's like, if someone is being if an orderly is mistreating a patient, that you have to denounce them, no exceptions, because otherwise you're an accomplice. So she mentioned the story where she did that. They were, doing things to the patient. And then she said she was going to denounce them or whatever. And then they told her, you shut your fucking mouth. And so she was shocked. And she denounced them. And then they blackballed her. They blacklisted her. They outcasted her from the group. And so I felt bad about it. I felt a certain way about that. And I learned from my internship, like, people are going to attempt to bully you or whatever, and they're going to project all their shit onto you. And I realized that, you're going to be isolated anyways, and you have to accept it. You don't try to be in cahoots with people. You know what I mean? It's a job; they're not your friends. So, I felt I had a little connection there. You know what I mean? I'm not friends with her, but something she said touched me, and people don't deserve that. Then today came, and then I realized why they treated her like that. Takes a second day to realize, okay, you brought this shit on yourself. What you really said, was it true or not? This is why I said, how do you deal with someone who's autistic? Because I don't think they read between the lines. That's all I know about autism. Not the whole spectrum or Asperger's or whatever that shit is. But, you gotta know when to shut your fucking mouth. You know what I mean? So, why I felt this way now? I don't know the person. I don't care. And I saw her afterwards, and it didn't seem like there was any effect or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's just how she is. I'm never going to see you again, and I don't care to. So that's why I'm not angry. Imagine if I had to work with her. I would outcast her too, because she's trouble. Because, so, today we were talking about, spreading infections and all that stuff, washing your hands off and how to do it, not, it's complicated. So you have to get that right to avoid the elderly from getting sick and dying. Not regular people in the class, you know what I mean? Who have immune systems that work well. So I have my tub of Vaseline, and I do bring a little one I keep it in my pocket. When I wash my hands a million times, I'll put Vaseline on it at work. Then I'll most likely wipe off the excess, and then I'll sanitize my hands again, to prevent my hands from cracking. Hello. They don't have lotion there. Ideally, they should. There's a lot of things that they don't have. These assisted living facilities are not what they're not up to snuff. You know what I mean? So, a person left. Okay. Sorry. So anyways, so she started to bring that up, that tub of Vaseline. Do you bring it to work? And I go, I do. Not this one or whatever. And then she started telling me, I'm like saying, I washed my hands. And then, like, what I do is I go to the bathroom at this class. I do whatever. I wash my hands, walk over back to the classroom. I don't touch anything except the tub of Vaseline. Maybe if I'm touching the outside of the tub, yeah, sure, I'm getting the microbes there. But the point of it is, she didn't let me have any word in there. She was like saying blah 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 blah. I'm like, you just want to hear your voice. And then there was the person next to me kind of supporting it. But she's okay. Because, yeah, she has her own opinions, but it's a conversation that you're having. You can state your opinion, but you're not trying to impose your opinion on me as if it's right and not hear a return dialogue. That's not how conversation works. I was going to say something extremely mean and bitchy about the person, and I just withheld that. So, but I learned to just with her, I realized, okay, I'm not gonna, it's not about an argument. You're gonna say what you say. Oh, hey. So, how come I don't see you on the live here as a person watching? Maybe there's a delay in the comments. I don't get it. There was one person watching, then there's no people watching, and then I get a comment. It was probably delayed. There's probably something going on with my internet. But anyways, so there was that. And then a second time, I got up with someone else, and we were to show how we were putting on the jacket part of EPI, which is it EPI? personal protection. You know, when you're dealing with the spread of infections, you want to put on your jacket, your visor, and all that stuff. And then how you take it off, and when you wash your hands in between with the alcohol sanitizer and stuff like that. So I did that with another girl and went well, but they didn't have any mask. We were just demonstrating. So I said, okay, now the mask part, I have my hands washed, take off the mask using just the elastic, throw it out, wash your hands again, take a new mask, put it on, leave the room, wash your hands. Or wash your hands, take another mask if they're in the hallway, you know what I mean? Depending. So she says to me, you have to wash your hands again. I'm like, I'm just showing what I'm going to do. I don't have another mask because we're wearing masks during the classroom because it's in the it's in the health facility. And I had to explain to her, I'm just pretending. I'm describing what I'm doing. And the teachers were understanding that. And then she says again, well, you have to wash your hands because you touched your mask. And she said that twice. And I'm like, okay, I just pumped and washed my hands. And I'm like thinking in my head, you're a retard. You're a fucking retard. You're an idiot. That's when it came to me like, yeah, you are blackballed. You deserve everything you got. Okay? Yeah. So I was angry, but, I just let go. And then, I passed her by in the hallway. I was shaking up protein and oatmeal. And she was okay. Just making nice, but I'm like thinking, you're a retard. You're a fucking retard. And then it came to me, she's probably autistic. That's it. She doesn't know what, I could easily point to like, what is it, narcissism or whatever. No, I think she's really autistic. Like, she's kind of retarded, depressed looking. And then she was talking to the guy next to her about her gym and not like hearing her voice yap 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 yap. This would be the type of person. I had this twice last year. One of them was my client who doesn't know when to leave well enough alone. You know when you just keep pouncing on someone, and then I just keep my boundary. I have nowhere to go, and I set my boundary. I said, look, just get the fuck away from me. I don't care about your shit. And I did that to two people, and both of them have the same retarded personality or autistic. I'll say it. Learn how to interact with people. Seriously. In all honesty, I don't know if she's autistic, but there's something fucked up about her. And if you constantly get people blacklisting you, you might want to look into that. Day one, I felt sorry for her. She was the victim. Day two, I realized you're the fucking instigator. So I don't know. I just wanted to vent. I'm happy that I'm not taking this too seriously. I also realized that I don't judge people initially by the first date. The day, it takes a few times to see what the people are like. I had that experience during my internship with other people who I thought were really nice and pleasant, and then you see the other side of them. Now, of course, you don't devalue them right away. You could like someone and you think they're a retard anyways. You know what I mean? That's part of dialectical behavior therapy. It's not like black and white. But I will say, in all honesty, I will be very vigilant. And I said that to the new boss of this job that I'm on probation for. And she agreed. Be vigilant because people they're not your friends. and everyone's got their quirks, and yeah. So it's going to take something for me to get closer to her if I ever see her again. But right now, it's like, no, I will not be partaking. So that's that. I want to say that. Now I'm just going to get ready. I'm bloated now, but that's fine. Yep. Well, let me just see here.